No. You mean... not my Gregor? Sir Arisen, I beg of you. You must save my husband. You will be repaid, I swear it. No amount of gold can compare to his life. Just please, save him. Oh, thank goodness. Pray, go to him at once. My husband's life is in your hands, sir.
Let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our account.
Such peace.
If we are to aid Sir Gregor, we must needs make for the ill-doer's resting place. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. You mean to tell me if this is a... I will place... You may visit us again in a few days.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation. It is dark enough to warrant the use of your lantern, Master.
No shortage of it.
Tis a hobgoblin.
Careful now!
Have to go.
Arisen. I should have expected you may get linked.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
battle is best avoided here.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
Right you are.
I grant you no thanks. This is here.
I did my best to match your skill, Master.
Then I shall remain by your side.
The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns.
Hold fast, Arisen. I will be with you in but a moment. Ice's sting is yours to wield. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Forge fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
Holy I believe yon foe is born to light. We ought to extinguish our lantern, lest we summon it unwittingly.
What's happened to your magic?
Foes of this caliber are hardly worth the effort.
I quite agree. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
It seems we have enraged our foe.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
By your leave.
Could you lend me a hand?
The enemy slows. Perhaps we will tire them out.
We must not give them a chance to recover.
A focused attack will end this foe.
'Tis done. Thank you, Arisen. I'm overjoyed to have completed the task my master set for me.
Splendid. I learned of a forgotten rift stone in this area during my time beyond the rift. I can take you to it, if you like. It has a resistance to ice. Not what I expected.
You? I had not thought aid would come.
Hold fast, soldiers! All is not lost yet!
I cannot assist you at present.
dispelled. Lady Margaret will be eager for the good.
What's this? Where's the fiend gone? Has it fled? I can hardly believe it. I fought at Dullahan and she'll live to tell the tale. But, fie! I've just remembered. See, I hadn't thought I'd return alive. But I didn't want to worry my wife when I departed. So I took a letter with me just in case. And when the tide of battle threatened to overwhelm us, I sent a runner to bear it to my wife, mere moments before your arrival. It would be an awkward thing for her to read my final farewell, only for me to arrive on the morrow, fit as a fiddle. Though I dare say she'd forgive me. Oh, it will be a blessing enough to see her again. I can ask for no more than that. Right, I'd best be off, if I'm to make it home before that letter arrives. Oh, and if I've not said it yet, thank you, sir. I'm well and truly in your debt.
Over here, if you please. "'Tis this way. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Dare I say it?
We trounced our foe well and true.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Sir Arisen, I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for us.
You've my humblest gratitude, sir. If not for you, I'd ne'er have made it home. Still, I doubt this is the last we'll be hearing from Sir Ludolf. He's not like to admit defeat after only one attempt. Where will I be sent next, I wonder?
Have you not heard, my love? Sir Ludolf has fallen deathly ill.
He has?
Aye, he was poisoned. From the tell of it, 'twas concealed in a gift. A bottle of wine or some such. But I suppose 'tis not so surprising. A dastardly man like that must have had no shortage of enemies.
True enough. I'm sure no few held a grudge against him for all he's done.
Indeed. Perhaps one might call this his just deserts.
My master and I fought a hard battle against the Dullahan, only for Sir Gregor to fall. At least he lives on here.
Splendid.
Your current vocation is ill-suited to wielding a bow, Master.
Right you are.
Won't someone do aught about this? I should like for you to see this place as 'twas a...
Would you mind coming over here?
At last, I should like for you to see this...
'Twas a surprise to find someone living out here, and an old man at that. I wonder what so impels him to set out to sea.
Curious, isn't it?
Perhaps we will understand more in time.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
At last, we shall all be able to return to our homes. I can hardly wait to bring these tidings to thee. I should like for you to see this place as 'twas afore the dragon's attack. For your sake, as well as ours, we'll do our utmost to see the village restored.
Over here, if you please.
Well met, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey. When treated to the foremost hospitality in all. Much obliged.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Ah, excellent find.
I'll have a story to tell before this day's done.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
I ought to move on.
How are we to fight with such worn-out gear?
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here. You will want to hear this. 'Tis information of great import. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, your majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
We have been charged with the felling of monsters.
We have naught to fear if we default to the experience at our disposal.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, your majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation. There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to... Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, your majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid. There is much we ought to tend to. Do not forget that we would...
Follow me, if you would. To the chest. I shall take a look inside.
Quite a predicament. Feels eerie with no one about.
Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
All I need my health, I suppose.
Dream of adventure.
Ah, good to see. Those garments you gave me had a mark. To be frank, in short, you've done.
Pawns are forbidden from entering the castle grounds, but we may accompany you to the entrance. This is where I come when life. Would you mind coming over here? Suppose I'd best run along.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Ah, excellent find.
Greeting. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May these words guide. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
Or to polish up my gear for tomorrow.
Must hold out. Someone coming.
And have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Or have you proof that you are arisen? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent he went before the people and what befell him? Ha! Crusoe, aye. I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but escape? Here, I need that said. Tell me. I suspected as much.
The magistrate seeks a place to quench his thirst for knowledge. Where might we find one, I wonder? There was a place fitting that description within the slums, as I recall.
At last! It all becomes clear. Twould seem we either need to visit the palace.
I'd never leave.
What's someone do aught about this?
Not sure how much. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
We shall await you here, Master.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
But not at the expense of my duty. One must take pride in their charge.
Overwhelming.
Can't help but talk in voice.
Tis best you move along. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
I'd sooner stay out of the way where it possible.
Nothing more pathetic than begging for your life.
I only pray my my sword arm.
Person I believe in is myself.
our soldiers need better training.
Must hold out till someone comes to you.
No compares to the real power.
Clap this.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been?
Forgive me. I thought a stroll would clear my head.
Meager wages like these.
Silence. Even the best of us has his limits, I suppose. I cannot help but be wary.
Would that such peace reigned eternal.
I have been waiting. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
Will someone do aught about this? Let's take it easy today. My knees are acting up. I'm in fine prep today.
Day beckons.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Disa's schemes run deep. To think, Disa's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Disa is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Disa's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer, I bid you, take this.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
That's odd.
Phases. Now there's a name to remember.
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place?
Over here, if you please.
quite enough!
I don't know what to do. What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So the nice people at the Gracious Hand take care of me. I wanted to get them a present to say thank you, and I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing. The problem is, I can't seem to find any good ones. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty flowers. For true. Thank you ever so much, Arisen. I'm sure you'll find the prettiest flowers that ever were.
Always another errand to see to.
Pray, follow me.
Weary at this hour, sir? You must have quite a tale to tell. You know where to find.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Hi, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of... Oh, just look at them. They're the... These should brighten the sisters' say. Would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone. Put it under your pillow. But there's the problem. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me for true? I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you heard any... Oh, just look. Say, aren't you curious? Well, I'll tell you. Not to say I'm unhappy. I want to tell them how... Oh, it's so
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
Oh, it's so...
Arms, arms for the poor. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I... Many thanks. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. Might I impose on you to...
Let us begin by gathering information.
Right you are.
Hard today. I think I've earned a rest.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go... Wish he'd woken me up.
Malcolm's been just the other day.
What teachings might salve people's work? Places such as this ought to be protected.
This is a place of prayer.
I fear I've much to attend to.
I don't feel safe here.
My bed calls, and I shan't resist.
Anything can be looked here.
I don't bring myself to do much in this hour.
You here to aid me?
Don't think your one found its way inside the comp. You could say 'twas an I wonder if building a nice...
I'll soon be
Oh, it's so
This place now fails to calm my soul.
Ain't gonna make any coin here.
I end up feeling weary.
Malcolm? Don't know why he bothered.
Making our report ought to be our next priority.
Vaults, you say? Ah, but you mention Come, I fear there's not. Pray, follow me, and quickly.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.